The last 6 months have been a whirlwind of activity all around Westland. We opened up a couple of new park amenities, including one for our four-legged friends. Our police and fire departments had a couple of friendly competitions and then got together for a special safety day. It was a summer filled with fun events, including my first community summit, smooth summer nights, concerts, and the biggest version of Blues, Brews, and Barbecue we've ever had. I'll recap all of that and a whole lot more on this edition of the Westland Review. One of the biggest things to hit Westland in years blasted off this summer. Our Mission to Mars play structure officially opened in Tatton Park earlier this year. Even before we cut the ribbon, kids were enjoying this amazing new playground. What makes Mission to Mars so special is that it was designed to be completely accessible to kids of all abilities. The space-themed attraction has been bringing families from all over the region to one of the largest play structures in the country right here in Westland. The 20,000 square foot space includes slides, swings, and climbing areas, of course. But the wow factor is that all this is accessible to all children, regardless of their abilities. Mission to Mars is ADA compliant for mobility devices and includes adaptive swings and transfer platforms located throughout the area. We worked very closely with Sinclair Recreation to bring this vision to life. The owner of the company, Diane Sinclair, was so proud of the final project, she came to Westland for the ribbon cutting.
I was here in October of 2008 with about a couple hundred of volunteers building the original Play Planet. And it meant so much to me because I actually designed the original Play Planet. When I heard they're taking it out, it was a little sad, but I can't believe what has replaced it. It is unbelievable. It's beyond even what I thought that we could do. And I say that because I didn't actually design it. We had some designers that are far more talented than I that did what you see behind you. And we were kind of tasked with bringing Play Planet to the next level. So the Mission to Mars was born. And we decided that it had to be not only accessible, but universally accessible. If you are in a wheelchair or a mobility device, you can get up to 8 feet in the air on a ramp. I mean, that's unheard of in this day and age with so many other playgrounds making you're at ground level. You are up in the air here in a wheelchair. You've got a whole section just designed for 2 to 5 year olds. If you look at the orange section, that whole area is just for the smallest users, for 2 to 5 year old kids that can play there. There is spinning, there's climbing, there's break-eating, there is balancing, there is so much, there's swinging, there's every element of play in this playground. So we are so honored and so thankful to be a part of it.
This really is an amazing project that has to be seen to be believed. But don't just take my word for it. The Michigan Municipal League named Westland's Mission to Mars as one of 4 finalists for the coveted Community Excellence Award. Parks and Recreation Director Kyle Mulligan didn't stop there. He also oversaw the creation of the Westland Rotary Canine Corral, which also opened this summer. Westland's first city-run dog park has dedicated areas for large and small dogs. Dogs of all sizes can enjoy the agility and play equipment, water stations, and there are even benches and free Wi-Fi for their humans. The Canine Corral is open year-round, and you can register for access by using the new recreation portal on our website at cityofwestland.com. You might think that that would be enough for one summer. Well, you'd be wrong. Kyle stepped it up a notch and brought a really unique feature to Virgil Gagnon J.C. Park in July. The City of Westland partnered up with Priority Health and the National Fitness Campaign to install a brand new fitness court in the park located at 34000 Hunter, just west of Wildwood. The court is designed to be used by beginners all the way up to advanced, hardcore workout types. This open-air, wheelchair-accessible wellness space is free for all to use. There's even a QR code located on the wall that will take you directly to instructions on how to use all the equipment safely and effectively. I was proud to be in attendance at the ribbon cutting on that hot July day, but let's go to Parks and Recreation Director Kyle Mulligan with a summary of the day's events.
Thank you, Mayor. We just cut the ribbon on the brand new addition to JC Park here. The outdoor fitness court is officially open in the city of Westland. Make sure you guys come out and check it out. There is a 7-step workout, all in the sunshine. Make sure you guys come out. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. We had a great day. We had Priority Health here, who's a major contributor, the National Fitness Campaign, and we did a little demo with WestFit Gym, as well as the Westland Fire and Police Department that had a challenge where the fire department won 2-1.
Thanks, Kyle. He has been one of the hardest working guys around this summer. In addition to all those other projects, he's also had a hand in a couple of major events here in Westland. One of them was the 2nd annual Craft Beer and Wine Festival. For those that weren't there, this event gave the opportunity to sample a wide variety of beers and wine produced right here in the great state of Michigan. There was also live music from the Dave Hamilton Band, games, giveaways, and more. For a recap, let's send it out once again to Kyle Mulligan.
Thank you, Mayor Londeau. We're here recapping the 2nd annual Craft Beer and Wine Festival. We're here about midway through the run. A lot of great people out here. Fun Fest Productions is who helped us run it. Big thank you to the sponsorship of the DDA. It was a really great event. We had a lot of great stuff. We had some food trucks, music by the Dave Hamilton Band. They've been rocking out. They just started behind me. A lot of people enjoying the music, enjoying the beer.
Every year, the city of Westland draws in people from the entire Southeast Michigan area for our signature event, Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. This year was the biggest and best it has ever been. We brought back some fan favorites to sing the blues and added a couple of new acts as well. And of course, the food was phenomenal. We had top-notch pitmasters from all over who supplied the very best barbecue meals. I tasked our events team with staging the most incredible drone and fireworks show the city has ever put on, and boy, they did not disappoint. It was incredible. Let's hear from Devin Adams, who is one of the organizers of this event every year.
I'm here with event coordinator Devin Adams. This is a huge event that we put on every year, and I know it's not an easy task. Can you tell me a little bit about how this all comes together?
Sure, thank you. It definitely takes an army. Couldn't do it without help of all of our department heads, all of our department employees, sponsors, volunteers, the Westland Chamber of Commerce, of course the mayor's office. Everybody puts in a big help. Speaking of the sponsors, I'd like to shout out, of course, the Westland Downtown Development Authority, PPM Landscape, and Olson Cement. Those are our top sponsors this year.
That's great. Great job with everything you did to put this together. And Mayor, that's a wrap. We hope to see you at our 2024 Blues, Brews, and Barbecue.
Thanks, Devin. It really was an awesome event this year. I'm going to take a short break, and when I get back, I'll let you know what our police and fire departments have been up to, and share some big news from the Chamber of Commerce. But first, enjoy this clip from Blues, Brews, and Barbecue featuring the 2023 headliner, Chris Canis.
That's the kind of blues man I strive to be. I'm not gonna let down my family. I'm from Detroit. And I was born in Detroit City, on the rough side of town. I've been broken, I've been bruised, but I refuse to choose to stay down. The blues all across the nation, even across the deep blue sea. While my guitar gently weeps, everybody's gonna see that I'm from Detroit. Not gonna ever change my way. so proud of being from the Detroit Prince of the Blue York is what they call me. Listen, I lost my mom to cancer. She was beautiful and brave. She was Detroit strong, and then she passed it on down to me. Now I'm here to play the blues for you, straight from the 313. I'm a real blues man, but I'm a good man from Detroit. Not gonna ever change my ways. Not gonna try to be the same old man. I'm so proud of being from the Detroit Prince of the Blue York is what they call me. Whoa! What they call me. What they call me.
Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Cohen from Parkside Dental Team, and here are 3 tips for you seniors out there to ensure you keep a healthy and happy smile for years to come. The first tip is to be aware of dry mouth. Medications and normal aging often lead to dry mouth. This can cause serious tooth decay problems if left unattended. The second tip is to be aware of any dental pain or bleeding gums while brushing your teeth. Tooth pain or bleeding gums can be a sign of more serious problems and should be addressed as soon as possible. Our third tip is for those with dentures. It is very important that your dentures fit properly. As we age, it is common for our dentures to no longer fit like they once did. They may need adjusting. Poorly fitting dentures can easily lead to mouth sores and inability to properly chew your food. This can further lead to improper nutrition. For more information, or if you have questions regarding dentistry for seniors, please call our office. I'm Dr. Stephen Cohen with Parkside Dental Team, and one last thing, don't forget to floss, Westland.
Welcome back to Westland Review. We are very fortunate to have such dedicated public safety personnel right here in our city. Our police and fire departments are doing what it takes each and every day to keep all of our residents safe. As an administration, it's important that we make sure they have all the tools and training needed to do their jobs. One way we did that was by purchasing some new vehicles to add to the police fleet. Using American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA dollars, we added 20 hybrid electric Ford Interceptor SUVs. These are the first ever pursuit-rated SUVs to be used in law enforcement. These vehicles feature a 3.3-liter hybrid engine that is 25% more fuel efficient than our previous Ford Explorers. They are also outfitted with the latest technology, allowing for our officers to have access to as much information as possible while on patrol or responding to incidents. Having those new vehicles is fine, but it doesn't mean anything without having the right people in them. Our police department has a rich 57-year history, and we added to that earlier this year as some veteran members of the police department received much-deserved promotions. Eric Munson started as a police service aide 10 years ago and has now worked his way up to the rank of sergeant. John Gaddy has been with the Westland Police Department since 2011 and was promoted to lieutenant, while 22-year veteran Robert Wilkie was recently named Deputy Police Chief. The department also welcomed 3 new officers who are now patrolling the streets of Westland. And in an effort to encourage more young people to consider the field of law enforcement, the department held a youth police academy this summer. A small group of Westland students took a week-long course to learn what it's like to be a police officer. I was honored to be in attendance to congratulate the 19 graduates that completed the program. Here's Deputy Chief Robert Wilkie to explain a little bit more about the program.
Thank you, Mayor, very much. We had a great week here at the Westland Police Department Youth Academy. We had all kinds of kids here who got to see the inside details of what police work's like every day, including multiple aspects. First, they were sworn in by the city clerk, which was a realistic experience for any police officer joining the force. All the Youth Academy recruits then went over to the 18th District Court. We studied some aspects of the court process regarding what judges do, what prosecutors do, and what defense attorneys do. There was some studying into operating while intoxicated or drunk or drugged drivers. Students got to try on what was called drunk goggles to distort your vision, simulates intoxication, and then they were even allowed out to drive some golf carts to show how much that intoxication can impair your ability, which is a good lesson for everybody there. We had the Western Wayne SWAT team come out. They brought one of their tactical vehicles along with their tactical equipment, which kids got to try on and got to climb into the tactical vehicles and the hatch on the top, everything like that too. Speaking of drunk goggles, there goes one right now. We also had our simulation firearm system, which simulates somebody in a scenario. It's not a real firearm, but it gives you shoot and don't shoot scenarios, and the students got to see kind of how complicated that whole decision-making process can be. On Thursday, the entire class went to the Western Wayne County Police Academy, and there they toured the academy. They saw the physical fitness things that were involved there, and they also got to go on the driving pad and simulate a actual police driving course with the police driving, of course, but they had a great time there too. So all in all, the star of the show, as always, was the canines. Though we had Canine Trosper and Rio here. Canine Trosper and Rio showed different demonstrations as to what they can do while they're working on the job. So it was an incredible week. We really thank everybody who came out here. We appreciate these opportunities to be able to bridge gaps, make sure that we have a clear understanding of what each side is doing, and we look forward to having it again next year.
That program really showed a different side for our department. It's not just about getting the bad guys for our officers. They really wanted to be involved and make a difference in our community. One way they do that is through events like A Day for You. This is a special time for people with disabilities and their families to get a tour of the police station and the various divisions. Let's let Officer Kelly explain more.
Thanks, Mayor. I'm Officer Kelly, and I'm here at our police department. We just wrapped up our A Day for You event. This is our annual event, and it's one of our favorite amongst our police officers. We hold this event to allow our families and anyone that's interested in coming with special needs to come and check out our police department and learn about what we do. We have a lot of really fun hands-on activities for kids to come check out. As you can see behind us, we have all of our police cars, our motorcycles. We let our kids jump in there, Jump on the motorcycles, check them out. Our fire department is also here as well. They get to pet our canine, and then we give them a special tour of our police department. They get to see how we do our crime scene processing, get to see our detective bureau, and a lot of really fun things that kids enjoy. We really enjoy this event. If you missed it this year, don't worry. Follow us on Facebook at the Westland Police Community Partnership, and we post updates about all of our upcoming events.
Thanks, Officer Kelly. She's one of the busiest people I know. Officer Kelly is always working on some project or event in addition to all of her other job duties. I'm not sure how she finds the time to do it all. She also helps to organize the very popular Battle of the Badges events. The latest one was a softball game and home run derby between Westland's finest and Westland's bravest. These police and fire competitions are always fun and a great way to connect with the community. I always make it a point to get to these events whenever I can. Thankfully, this one fit my schedule, so I was able to be there and chat briefly with Officer Kelly about the event.
All right, I'm here with Officer Margie Kelly here. We're at J.C. Park, located at Hunter and Wildwood, 34001 Hunter. Officer Kelly, we got a lot going on behind us. You want to tell a little bit about what's going on behind us?
Yes, absolutely. We are having a Battle of the Badges, police department versus fire department, and we've had a lot of fun today.
Softball game, correct?
Softball game, yes, softball game.
All right. So this is our second annual event. I know you've been a big supporter of this, but also the event organizer. You want to talk a little bit about what goes into putting on an event of this size?
Sure. So there's a lot of planning involved, a lot of coordination with both the fire department and the police department, but it's always for a great cause.
Speaking of a great cause, we do a lot of different events in the city that raise money for our local charitable groups. What is this event benefiting today here at J.C. Park?
So all the proceeds from today are going to benefit the Westland Youth Athletics Association Baseball League.
That's great. I grew up playing for WIA right here at J.C. Park, so there's been a lot of smack talk going on. We started off with the home run derby. You guys were on the losing side of that, unfortunately. What is your prediction for the end of the game here?
All right, so we didn't win the home run derby, but I guarantee you my boys will take it home for the actual game.
All right, great. Before we wrap up, is there anybody you want to thank? I see we got a food truck out here. We got some coloring books for the kids. A lot of people out here, families supporting as well. Anybody personally you want to thank before we wrap up?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank Sweet Sensations for coming out. They're donating all of the proceeds from today's event. And I also want to thank everybody for coming out and attending. It's been a great turnout. We've had a lot of fun today.
It really is. And if you missed this year's event, make sure to stay tuned for next year for the third annual Battle of the Badges charity softball game right here at J.C. Park in the city of Westland.
Officer Kelly's prediction was a little bit off since the fire department went on to win the game in this friendly rivalry. While these two departments do compete from time to time, it's all in fun. Because when it comes down to keeping our community safe, they are always working together. That sentiment was definitely on display as they teamed up for Westland's first safety day held right here in the parking lot of Westland City Hall. Councilwoman Melissa Sampe was on site and got the story from Officer Kelly, who organized the event.
Thank you, Mayor. It's Councilwoman Sampe, and I'm here with Officer Margie Kelly, and we're just about to wrap up a phenomenal event here in Westland. It's a car seat safety check, Kids Day. There's so many prizes, so many activities going on. So we have the Westland Police Department out here with a lot of goodies. The Westland Fire Department, they've been doing some tours of the what would it be, a firehouse?
Yeah, that's their smoke trailer to teach kids about smoke safety, and they also are doing hands-only CPR.
Wow, that's and I know they've been really busy over there too.
Very busy.
So we have also the Dance Academy that came out today. Children's Hospital was here, DMC Children's, the National Kidney Foundation, Channel 4 showed up as well too.
Yes.
So tell me, we've had a really busy day. So tell me, what's the reasoning for doing this here in Westland?
We wanted to make sure that our families and our community keep their kids safe, and we just thought that this would be a great way to educate parents about different safety topics.
And are you guys doing car seat safety checks? Tell us a little bit about that, like the process of how things went today as well.
So this has actually been a process in the works for over a month. The technicians here, including myself, we've been getting trained on this, like I said, for the past month. Today is our final exam culmination day where we are practicing, testing, and installing car seats for parents.
Awesome. And this is a first for Westland too, this event, right? So I know that you do a lot of great things here in the community. Officer Kelly is doing events to raise money for our community in addition to education events. So tell me a little bit more about like this event, if this is going to be something that we're going to see every year, or maybe you have something in the works.
This, I'm hoping, will be an annual event. I know that Mayor Londeau has been really, really helpful with getting this up off the ground and planned. So I don't see any reason why this wouldn't be an annual event. It's been a great turnout so far. We had people showing up hours before the event even started that were so excited to be a part of it.
That's awesome. And again, you know, we want to thank our Mayor Londeau for doing this. We want to thank you, Officer Kelly. We want to thank our Westland Police and Fire, in addition to everyone that was out here. So this is something hopefully we'll do. But again, thank you again, and thank you for everyone that came out. We really appreciate it.
That really was an amazing event. I was happy to be there for a while myself and got the chance to talk with some of the families. That car seat safety check was a major draw for a lot of parents looking to make sure their kids are well protected while they're in the car. There were quite a few of our firefighters on hand at this event, and thanks to a grant the City of Westland received, we might have a few more there next year. The city received a SAFER grant, which allows us to hire 15 additional firefighters and have their compensation paid for 3 years through a federal grant. Also worth mentioning is that this is being done with no required match from the City of Westland. Getting grants like that whenever possible is really helpful when it comes to having funds available to do community outreach projects and events. Fire Station Number 1 hosted such an event to draw attention to Fire Prevention Week. The entire community was invited out to tour the station, meet and greet some firefighters, and pick up some fire safety tips. Assistant Fire Chief Kelly Eckers has all the details.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. We appreciate it. And again, today to recap what we had going on Fire Prevention Week, the theme this year is fire safety in the kitchen begins with you. Remember to be fire safe. Always stand by your pan. We had hot dogs, free ice cream, chips, bounce houses for the kids, free department swag, and a whole lot of good times today. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And remember, always be fire safe.
The theme for Fire Prevention Week this year was Prevent Kitchen Fires, Cook with Care. To help get the word out about it, Assistant Chief Eggers shot a public service announcement explaining some kitchen fire safety tips. I stopped by the firehouse to learn a few pointers and enjoy a traditional firefighter breakfast. Don't forget, there is lots of fire safety tips and information on our website at cityofwestland.com. Just go to the fire page and click on Public Education to find all kinds of resources, including free, downloadable coloring pages for kids. Once again, the Westland Farmers and Artisans Market had an excellent season. Each week, more and more people stopped by the market in Central City Park to see what fresh fruits and vegetables were available, along with sweet treats and handmade items. Our market is unique in the fact that there is something different each week. There is live entertainment from local musicians and special theme weeks throughout the season. As always, Kids Day at the Market, Pet Palooza, Health and Fitness Day, and Fall Fest Week at the market were big hits. Be sure to follow Westland Farmers Market on Facebook so you will be the first to know about upcoming events and dates for 2024. The Chamber of Commerce runs the Farmers Market each year, and they do a fantastic job. They also work very closely with the city and our business community. Working in tandem with our Economic Development Department, the Chamber was on hand for many of our ribbon cuttings. We celebrated new businesses and those who made reinvestments to existing Westland establishments. Let's take a look back at some of the recent grand openings and grand reopenings we have seen.
3, 2, 1. All right. Good job, Paisley.
As I said, the city works very closely with the Chamber of Commerce to help our business community grow and thrive. I am so excited for the exciting new changes to the Chamber. On October 11th, in a special presentation held at the Farmers Market Pavilion in Central City Park, a new merger was announced. We have joined forces with our neighbors to the north to form the brand new Livonia Westland Chamber of Commerce. This is a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization that will serve the business community of both cities. Together, Livonia and Westland have a combined 180,000 residents and 6,800 business addresses. The Chamber of Commerce also works closely with the Westland Downtown Development Authority on several projects and events throughout the year in our city. In addition to sponsoring the Farmers Market and Blues Brews and Barbecue, the DDA also helps to bring summer concerts to Central City Park. This year, we were treated to 3 weeks of smooth summer nights and a couple of hot country nights as well. As we go to another break, here's a clip from the first concert featuring world-class jazz artist Alexander Zonchek.
With the City of Westland's new emergency alerting system, Code Red, you can stay informed and up to date on important alerts in your area that can impact your property, your family, and you. Signing up is simple and requires just a few steps. Either text Westland Alerts to 24639 or visit cityofwestland.com/westlandalerts to set up an account to begin receiving voice messages, texts, and/or email notifications so you never miss crucial information. By adding your home address or secondary address, you'll receive alerts specific to your location. Plus, you can choose the language in which messages are received to best suit your needs. Our new emergency alerting system keeps residents in the loop, providing information regarding important events, including missing persons, criminal activities, road closures, water contamination concerns, adverse weather, fires, and other disasters. Don't wait any longer. Register today to feel confident in your ability to stay informed and prepared in the City of Westland.
A big part of being mayor is making sure that all of our residents get the services that they want and deserve, and that their public safety needs are met. One of the common complaints we get at the mayor's office and the police department is about speeding on residential streets in our neighborhoods. You have been heard, and we are responding. Working closely with our Traffic Bureau and the Department of Public Services, we implemented a pilot speed hump program in select areas of the city. These specially designed speed humps are removable so that they can be placed in areas of need and then relocated as needed. We are carefully tracking the data we receive so that in the spring, we can evaluate the effectiveness of this pilot program. Streets aren't the only place we are working to keep you safe. The leaders of Wildwood Elementary School reached out to say that they were worried about parking lot safety during drop-off and pickup times. After talking with them, we found out that all they really needed was a few more traffic cones to help keep things going in the right direction. I personally helped deliver some cones that are now being used to help the Wildwood Wolves get to and from their parents' cars safely every day. Frankly, that was an easy solution to a school safety problem. There are much bigger safety issues happening at schools all across the country. I recently sat down with Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy in my office to talk about the growing problem of school violence and the type of threats that some students make. We both feel very strongly about these issues and decided to work together with WL&D on a public service announcement that outlined the very serious consequences that students face for making these threats and false reports. You can view the final product on our YouTube channel. As you can tell, the kids of our city are very important to me. I think it is so important that we do all that we can to give them the tools and resources they need to get a good education. That includes removing barriers of any kind. That's why I was so pleased to see the Norwayne Community Citizens Council step up and once again partner with the Jefferson Barnes Vitality Center to present their annual Back to School extravaganza. This event welcomed kids from all over, but especially from the historic Norway neighborhood. They were all treated to dinner, refreshments, fun activities, and free backpacks loaded with supplies to start their school year off right. Housing and Community Development Director Joanne Campbell was there, and she talked with Christina Worm about this annual event.
Thanks, Mayor. I'm Joanne Campbell. I'm the Community Development Director for the City of Westland, and I have the pleasure of being here with Christina Worm, the Chairman of the Norwayne Community Citizens Council, and we're at the Back to School extravaganza at the Jefferson Barnes Community Center. This event is hosted by the Norwayne Community Citizens Council, and we'd like to thank some of our sponsors.
We have the National Kidney Foundation of Michigan, we have Trinity Health of Livonia, and we have Wayne Metro.
Wayne Metro Community Action Agency. We also have GrowthWorks, Community Financial Credit Union. We want to give a shout out to some of the rental owners in Norwayne Subdivision. Safe Step, Norplex, and Westland Development Corporation. We get so much support from so many folks for these excellent activities in the Norwayne subdivision. Some of our future activities include, Christina, do you want to
Yeah, we have the Harvest Fest that'll be coming up, but as always, we have so many events a year. You just want to watch the Norwayne Citizens Council Facebook page and then also the Jefferson Barnes Vitality Facebook page. We have all of our events always there, and because of our great sponsors, all of our events are always free, always free.
No cost to participate in any of them. Let's give a shout out to the Head Start program with Wayne Metro. We now have 4 Head Start classrooms at Jefferson Barnes, and so if you have children of that age, please check that out for great preschool programs. I also need to give a shout out to the Citizens Council because they can change on a dime. We were going to be at the Lincoln Johnson Field, and the rain came in.
First rain out ever, though.
Right?
We've never been rained out before, yeah.
And so we just flipped it and came down to the Jefferson Barnes Community Center, and everybody's having a great time. They're getting backpacks that are completely loaded.
Yeah, it's the best ones around.
They've got mad science activities going on in the library, face painting, great hot dog dinner, lots of good things to do.
All free.
All free. No cost to participate. Yeah. So make sure you check out the social media for information about our programs, and we look forward to seeing you at the next event.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you always to the City of Westland for all your support. Thank you.
Now that school is back in full swing, there's great news for students and adults as well. The Westland Public Library has reopened their doors. The building on Central City Parkway was closed for nearly a year, and operations were moved to the former Marshall School during a renovation project and expansion project. The work is now complete and it looks absolutely amazing. There are now more study and meeting rooms, a new library of things, and much more. One of the major improvements is a new dedicated area for teens to hang out. Check out their website at westlandlibrary.org to see a list of all the changes and improvements and a complete list of the many programs and events going on. While I'm talking about teens, I want to give a special shout out to the Westland John Glenn Rocket football team. The team finished with their best record since 2009 and qualified for the Division I playoffs for the first time since 2014. I had a couple chances to see them in person this year, including the big rivalry game against the Wayne Memorial Zebras. Let me tell you, these guys are for real. Coach Mensing has them primed and ready for the playoffs. It was so exciting to be with the players and their support team for the playoff selection watch party held. As we go to our final break, Let's go back to Selection Sunday.
Well, hello, Mayor Londeau here with Coach Mensing, a very happy Coach Mensing at the Mac Mayfield Municipal Golf Course. We're here for the high school playoff selection show. How cool was that?
It was awesome to have our community come together, all of our young people, our boosters, our families come and cheer on the season that we've had. It's really what today's all about.
It's been a phenomenal season. Can you touch a little bit about on the season? You guys were 7-2. You had a phenomenal season. Can you touch a little bit on the season we had?
Yeah, we've had a special group of young people that's really invested themselves from day one. Our 4 captains, Jermaine Gums, Damon Powers, Dougie Wicker, and Tyler Radley did an exceptional job leading our team throughout the year. And then we played with great passion and heart week in and week out and won a lot of tight ball games. So it was a special year for sure.
Very special year. I was at a few of those games where you beat my alma mater, Wayne Memorial. But I'm the mayor of Westland. I support our Westland team. I couldn't be more proud of you guys. You guys got a phenomenal group of people here and the parents that you mentioned. Almost half these guys walked out and shook my hand and thanked me so much for being here. So again, it really means a lot that you're coaching these kids up to not only be great players but great men in our community. You should be very, very proud. So they're playing Cass Tech, Detroit Cass Tech. What are your thoughts on Cass Tech?
Yeah, they've got a tremendous program. They've won lots of state titles through the years. We're excited about playing them because it's an opportunity to go play the best. A school that always has Division I athletes, and that allows our kids to showcase their talents and gifts as well.
Yeah, well, we're excited for you. Westland's rooting you on. We're going to be there. I'm going to be there Friday night, rooting on John Glenn Rockets. We're going to rock it out. We're going to beat Cass Tech, and we're going to move on to the Ford Field, the finals at Ford Field. So, Coach, thank you so much. You've done a fabulous job changing the culture here. Oh, real quick, I see your coaching staff over here. Can you name off some of the coaching staff, and particularly our AD that's here?
Absolutely. There are a lot of people I need to give thanks to. Yep. Shannon Inman, our booster president, has been unbelievable with her support. She got that organization back running 2 years ago when we got back here. And Jason Malloy is our athletic director. Eric McCullough is our high school principal. The leadership and support they've provided us has been phenomenal all year. And then our varsity staff of Milton Jones, Steve Verberg, and Brett Forrester have been really the guys that have been doing the instruction on a day-to-day basis. But Eric Butler and Rodney Donald, 2 guys who've been here for a long time. Of course, Tim Harden, who's been around forever, have been instrumental in our development as a program as well.
Well, talking about development of programs, we do have great youth sports here in the community. I played for the Meteors. My nephew played for the Comets. I know there's a lot of former Meteors and Comets here. I see former Coach Inman's here as well. So really it starts from the ground up. But again, I cannot congratulate you enough. You guys are going to kill it. You guys are a phenomenal team, and you got a great culture and a great group of people behind you. So good luck to you, and we wish you all the best, Coach. Thank you.
Hello, moms and dads. Does your child have cavities? Have they ever been to the dentist? Maybe you're afraid it'll be too expensive if you don't have dental insurance? Well, I'm Dr. David Jacobs, one of your friendly dentists at the Parkside Dental team of Westland, and I have some information you will want to hear. The Michigan Healthy Kids program helps improve access to dental care for the underserved children up until the age of 21, giving them the gift of a healthy and happy smile. In fact, good oral health can help improve your child's school attendance, grades, self-confidence, and even help them to succeed. Your child's smile is priceless. I'm Dr. Jacobs with Parkside Dental. Don't wait, call us today.
Summer is a time for parties and celebrations, and the city of Westland certainly had our share. Back in June, we had our annual Party with a Purpose. On June 10th, Tatton Park was the place to be to help raise money to fight cancer at the Relay for Life. Teams from all over our city work for months raising money, and then on the day of Relay, they participate in more fundraisers and activities. Let's send out to Coordinator Miriam Cady and friends to tell us more.
Hello, thank you, Mayor. And we are here for our Westland Wayne Relay for Life. It's such beautiful weather. We just had our amazing opening ceremony with our Survivor Lap, our Survivor Luncheon. Everything is just going great. I'm going to hand it off to Rhonda, and she'll talk more about our laps.
Oh my gosh, what an amazing day we've had. We've had a survivor walk. We had first responders. We have red, white, and blue lap. We have glow lap. We have all kinds of different things going on. We have a dunk tank. We have a jail. We have activities all day long, and we've had such a great day. We also have an amazing silent auction where we're raising more money. People have donated things. People have handmade things, and we are donating everything back for the fight against cancer. Carol.
Thanks, Rhonda. We're having our Luminaria ceremony we're preparing for. So today in the park, we're going to be lining our luminary bags all around the farmers market on the central city side of the park. And they'll be lit, have sand and candles in them. And we'll also be showing a video on our stage tonight in honor of those battling cancer, in memory of those we've lost to cancer. So we really enjoy this opportunity to reach out and continue the fight with our partnership with the city. So back to you, Mayor.
Thanks, ladies. This year's relay was a huge success. They started the year with a goal of raising $40,000. When it was all over, they actually raised well over $60,000. All that money will go to cancer research and support programs to help those who are battling this devastating disease. If you would like to get involved in the next Relay for Life, which will be on June 8th, visit relayforlife.org. The following week, we had an even bigger party in Tatton and Central City Parks. My first community summit brought in hundreds of people to gather together, enjoy some fun activities, and learn about some important programs and services available to them. All of our city departments were represented and were there to answer questions about city services in a relaxed setting. There was free food, bounce houses, cornhole, and a DJ. We wrapped things up with a free movie showing on a giant outdoor screen, complete with free popcorn. The Norway Community Citizens Council threw another big party at the Jefferson Barnes Vitality Center in October. This time it was the annual harvest party. There were so many people and lots of great activities. Once again, I'll let Joanne Campbell give us all the details.
Thanks, Mayor. We're here in the historic Norwayne District for another great event at the Jefferson Barnes Community Vitality Center. Today is Harvest Festival, and what a harvest festival it is. Everybody is starting out this year going along the same course. It starts in the trick-or-treat hallway where we have a slew of volunteers handing out every kind of candy you can imagine, from Tootsie Rolls to Hershey Bars to Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, my personal favorite. Then folks are heading into the food room where we've got walking tacos that are prepared. Everybody can make their own the way they want it, starting with the taco meat to the toppings, and then topping them off with salsa and sour cream, cider and donuts, and we even have National Kidney Foundation here with a healthy treat, because we always have to remember while we're having fun, it's good to keep those healthy things in mind as well. After people leave and get their food and their bellies all full with candy and treats, they're coming into the library and doing a great craft activity, making little goblins and pumpkins and with stickers and having loads of fun. Then we're moving on into the gym. We have, for the first time this year, lots of games for the kids. There's different courses. There's three-legged race. It's hard to say that. Pin the tail on the pumpkin. And we've got a costume contest and dancing, line dancing, lots of fun in the gym. We all kind of thought that the rain might be a problem today, but it's never a problem in the Norwayne community. We just change things up. So we've got our pumpkins outside under tents, we've got our ponies on the baseball field, and best of all, we have our petting forum in the pavilion where everybody can meet the alpaca, the donkeys, the billy goats, the chickens, and the ducks. This is a great day. It's a great event. The Norwayne Community Citizens Council could never make this happen if it weren't for all of the volunteers and sponsors, and a loud shout out to all of them, all of their support, as well as support from the mayor, the city council, and everybody here at the Jefferson Barnes Community Center. If you want more information about the Norwayne Citizens Council events and the Jefferson Barnes Community Center, you can just go onto social media and look at either the Norwayne Citizens Council or look up Jefferson Barnes Community Center. We have great events all through the year, like our holiday tree lighting, the family prom, the back to school event, summer camp, our Jefferson Barnes Learning Lab, our Jefferson Barnes Library, a great Head Start program run by Wayne Metro, and many more. So back to you, Mayor, and thanks for your support, and thanks to everybody for supporting the Norwayne community.
There were a lot of kids at that event, and it looked like they all had a blast. But that was just a warm-up for the biggest Halloween event in the city. Our annual Trunk or Treat took place on October 25th, and we had a huge success. We had thousands of kids dressed up in costumes in the parking lot of the 18th District Court. Dozens of businesses, organizations, groups, and elected officials decorated their trunks, trucks, even RVs, and handed out candy to the trick-or-treaters. Parks and Recreation Director Kyle Mulligan was there for all the fun.
Thanks, Mayor. Parks and Recreation Director Kyle Mulligan here, Tony the Tiger for our annual Trunk or Treat. We're about midway through the event. It was a fantastic evening. The weather held off. It was going to rain, but it stopped just in time. We got about well over 2,000 kids here tonight, I would say. About 45 trunks. A lot of them went all out. As you can see behind me, the fire department did a great job with all their decorations from the Eloise Asylum that were donated for the event. Thanks again to North Brothers Ford, Parkside Credit Union, Parkside Dental, and Priority Waste and Michigan Chiropractic for being a sponsor for the event today. It was a great event. Looking forward to being out here next year, and I'll kick it back to the mayor. Thanks.
Thanks, Kyle. That event was a blast. I can't wait to see what you and the events team have planned for the holiday tree lighting ceremony next month. There will be plenty of holiday events coming up over the next 2 months, so make sure you stay in the loop. We have lots of ways that you can connect with the City of Westland. You can find and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We also have lots of content available on our YouTube channel. And of course, there's always our website at cityofwestland.com. You can also sign up to receive the Insider newsletter sent to your email inbox every month so you won't miss a thing. And of course, you can always call the mayor's office at 734-467-3200 if you need anything. Remember, we are here to serve you, the residents of the great city of Westland. I hope you enjoyed this look back at our very busy summer on this edition of the Westland Review, and I'll see you soon with more updates. Bye for now.